Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. I am buzzing with excitement for this. So I have a new pen day to share with you guys, and this is my very first Scribo, and the journey that has come to get this pen has been interesting. So originally when this pen, before I open the box, let me give you the little story. If you're interested in the opening of the box, just forward a little bit. But the story behind this pen is I saw this pen come to market and I immediately was like, I have to have that. That is like my new Grail pen. It is perfect. Yes, I had to have it. So I was on the hunt to get this, and I really wanted it in a really juicy nib, I really wanted it in the medium flex nib that it came in, but that was not available yet, at least from the retailers I saw. So I waited, and what happened with this was I had some money that I had set aside to get this pen, and I ended up spending that money on something else, thinking, okay, I probably won't be able to get the pen because it's not going to come into the size that I want, and I don't really want to spend this dollar price for a pen that I'm not going to be enamored with, right? Well, I got unlucky, and the pen came out in the size that I wanted, and I was like, dang it, Danielle, why did you spend that money? But I ended up getting some extra Christmas money that I was really grateful for, and I put it towards this pen, and the pen is here, and I'm really excited for it, and I think it's the perfect pen for me. I just okay, I'm gonna stop talking now and we're gonna open the box because I can't wait anymore. Anyways, this is the Scribo Feel in Dandy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna just inspect the box really quick because this is my first Scribo, and yeah. Okay, so it looks like it comes on a little bit of tissue paper, which is really nice, and underneath the tissue paper there was this envelope, which I believe would have all of the warranty information, but I'm just gonna open this up really quick. It is in Italian, at least on the front here. Let me see if there's any. Okay, and it is in English on the back. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to read this off camera so we're not here for 8 years. But it does come with the little certificate, so I definitely will fill this out because this is officially my most expensive pen that I have ever bought. But yeah. So it came with this gorgeous little light kind of cornflower, I shouldn't say cornflower, it's more of like a denim blue that's very soft. It does smell like leather, so I'm sure this is probably real leather, and the inside is more of a suede feel. It's really nice. I really like individual pen sleeves like this because if I have an expensive pen and I set that pen in a cup, I like to put a pen sleeve around the pen so it doesn't damage it. But let's get to the main event here. This is the pen. Here it is. Here it is in all of its glory. I am in love. I'm so in love. Okay, so this is the Scribo Feel in Dandy, and I got this in the medium 14 karat flex nib, and I adore the rose gold trim. So I was really nervous about this pen originally because it is a piston fill and there's no ink window to see where the ink levels are. But at this point in my fountain pen hobby career, I don't even know what to call it, I feel comfortable knowing like when a pen is running out of ink and when it's not, because I can usually tell by the way that the nibs are writing. But let's take a closer look at this pen. So we have the clip here, which is not super springy, but definitely enough. The finial is really what sold me on this because it has a dandelion imprint on it. Like it's basically like the yellow dandelion flower imprinted on the front or on the top. I love it so much. And then here is the bottom, which is just your classic like plastic finial. It does have a writing on it. I believe it says Scribo, Italy. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. It's very, very small. But this is the piston back here. It has rose gold trim on the back band, the belly band, and again, the clip and the finial on the top, which I just love looking at this. And I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but it all has this kind of texture to the body and the clip here. So the same texture that's on the clip is all over the body, and the body is faceted, which I know not everybody is a huge fan of faceted pens, but I honestly don't mind, and I feel like it kind of adds a bit of a grip when you're writing. Let's do a turn test. So we have literally one turn, perfect. And I will say those turns were very, very smooth. The shape of the body is almost curvy. She's voluptuous. She's got volume. But yeah, it's definitely a more chunky back of the body, but the grip section is nice and I'd say skinny, and it does have a step here, which might annoy some people, but the way I grip, like the way I hold the pen, it's not even anywhere near my hands. Like I wouldn't even feel it, honestly. The top here does have a bit of a, I guess another band where the nib sits. I don't really see that as an issue. I might see that ink might get kind of stuck here when I fill it up, but I'm sure I can clean that off well enough. But here is the gorgeous nib. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm really excited to test this out. But I believe, if I remember correctly, the nib does not come out. And I don't want to force it. But if I remember correctly, oh wait, I lied. I got the nib out. So it does unscrew from the body, just very gently like that. And you can see probably in here, it's a piston fill. I don't know if you'll be able to see the plunger, but this is what the nib unit looks like, which is nice. So if you wanted to change out your nib unit, you could definitely do that. But I believe, I don't remember if this has an ebonite feed or not. I don't think it does. I think it's just your classic, but I'm really excited to use this. But yeah, that is the nib. Let me put this back in here. And then at the back here, we have the piston. So you won't be able to see the piston move inside or the plunger move inside, but that is as far as it goes out. I'm not really going to ink this pen up today, but I do want to test the nib because I'm excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do some pen size comparisons first, and then we will dip test it and see how this little beauty writes. I'm so happy with this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so since this is a bit of a large pen, I want to compare it to some of the other large pens I have, but I also want to compare it to like a normal size pen, I guess. This is the Pilot Custom 823 in amber. Here is my Pilot Vanishing Point with the 30th Taiwan edition matte green finish. Here is a 𝗦𝘃𝗽𝗄 or Lammy 2000 in the Marcolon finish. Here is a Benu Euphoria, which I think is the biggest pen I own. And then here is a TWSBI Eco. So as you can see, it's a pretty decently sized pen. It's definitely got some height to it with the cap. Let me go ahead and uncap all of these and we'll see how long the pen looks compared to them. So after uncapping them, they definitely It definitely is a larger pen. It's not quite as long as the Benu Euphoria though. I do think it's about the same length as a TWSBI, which is a pretty general sized pen, so that's nice to see. The Scribo pens do not post, so you wouldn't be able to make the pen any longer than it is, which is good for me because I think this fits very nicely in a hand. If it was any longer, I may have a problem, and if it was any shorter, I may have a problem. So I'm really happy with the size, at least in hand with this one. I do want to mention with this before I move on to doing a writing sample that on the grip section here, there are very small facets around the grip section. I do think this is only for their feel models. So I think this is part of the feel, right? Like you're feeling the facets. So I just want to point that out. I have no problem with that at all. I actually knew about this before I got the pen, but if that's something that you think would be uncomfortable for you, just know that the facets are there and maybe try out the, I think it's Ladata is the other style that's in the same shape as this pen, but it's smooth. It doesn't have any of the facets, but I am very happy with this pen. I love the neutrality. Yeah, I'm really happy with this, but let me do a dip test and we'll do some practice writing with it. So I'm going to be dip testing with just Pilot Blue, just because it's an easy ink to see kind of how everything goes. It's a very neutral ink and it works really well. So I'm going to go ahead and dip the pen and we'll do some writing. Okay, so here we have the, oh my gosh, the Scribo. I'm so in love. Feel in dandy. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love. Oh my gosh. Okay. This has a 14K flex medium. Oh my gosh. And the ink is Pilot Blue. I am so in love. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. This is like my first real flex pen. Yeah, I've never, and this is so buttery. I am absolutely enamored. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay, I'm really trying to contain my excitement because I'm on camera, but I'm having the best time right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. I would just want to write all the things. Like, I don't even know what to write, and I want to write all the things. I'll just write my name because that's what we all do, right? I love it. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. This is so perfect. I'm so glad I went with the medium. I was so torn between getting a medium and a broad, and I was like, okay, I'll use the medium more. Let me do the medium, and I'm so happy with it. Okay, let me try reverse writing. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. I could do regular writing on the reverse and then do like headers on the forward. I'm speechless. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this pen. This is such, oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this purchase. I'm so happy with this purchase. Okay, I'm gonna stop fangirling and we'll just wrap this up. Alrighty, that is it for my Scribo Feel in Dandy, my most expensive and like 2025 grail pen that I didn't think was gonna happen, that ended up happening, and I'm so in love with the way this writes. I do think the price point is insane. I will say that. I think the price point is insane, but for the craftsmanship of this, for the way that nib just wrote, I'm so happy with this, and I'm really glad that I pulled the trigger and purchased it because I don't think this will ever leave my collection. Dandelions have been a huge thing for me since I was a little girl, and I have a pen to kind of commemorate that for me now, which is really kind of special to me. So anyways, if you have any questions about this pen, please talk to me down in the comments about it. I probably will talk your ear off because I'm just so in love with this. I do think this will not be my last Scribo after writing with this pen. This is fantastic. Although I don't see another Scribo in my future for a little while. I probably want to wait until they have a really pretty resin that I was just really obsessed with. But I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy with this. Anyways, happy new pen day to me. I would love to hear about any new pen days you guys are acquiring, or any new pens you're acquiring, I should say, or any new inks. It's always fun to see what everybody's attracted to right now in the community. But I hope you're having a good day. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna go play with my pen some more. Yeah, bye.